Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. It's so nice today, this Monday afternoon. I appreciate you guys joining me again. Um, the week was good. I'm having some sinus problems and everything, so please forgive my nasally sound. Um, I also want to let you guys know before I go any further that the commercial that you've been seeing as far as a clear view, the movie that you see that I'm in when we do our commercials, that is coming out at the Civic Theater. It's going to be October the 27th. If you want to go, you can go to, let me see, I'm about to let you know in 1 minute. You can go to a clearview.brownpaperticket.com, or you can call 1-800-838-3006 if you want to get tickets. Tickets are $15. VIP is $25. I hope to see you there. So thank you so much for your support with that, and thank you guys also for buying my books. So thank you guys so much for that. Um, Before I get to my main subject, there's a subject that I want to talk about. Now we all know that you know when you're in the world, you're not gonna see, people are gonna have balled up faces, this, that, and the other, for whatever reason that it may be. But when you get up or you go visit a church or whatever, when you go in, the first person that you see are ushers. So when you see these ushers, they supposed to be all smiling. Let me show you to your seat. But this Sunday, the experience that I got this Sunday was like, oh my God, I can't even explain it. I mean, for one, um, a lot of people are in the wrong positions, whether they get paid for them or not. Now, I'm about to talk to the usher that when I walked in or I went to get your signature for something, you looked at me like you wanted to fight me. Then you turned your head like, girl, but I ain't trying to be bothered with you. You know what, boo? You are in the wrong profession. You sit up here with this sourpuss look on your face. Don't nobody want to see that on a Sunday morning. You need to go somewhere with that because, sister, I have a thick skin. But I'm speaking out for those people that you may have offended before you got to me. So if they can't tell you, I'm telling you, knock it off or stop being an usher. I'm so I'm so tired. It's like when I try to find things that's going on, it's always in the church. These things that's going on, and it just never amazes me how when you do go to church and you talk to you visit churches or go to church or whatever, talk to various pastors, it's always about the love, but uh, all you see is the same thing in the world. Like, I'm about to go some real deep stuff. Now, in the Bible, it says that the deacon is supposed to be the husband of one wife, and he's supposed there's a lot of other things. He's supposed to be fair dealing. He should be able to have some self control, and he should be able to go visit the widows and the sick and shut in and stuff like that. But sometimes I'm amazed that people would even say, "Won't you join us?" How in the world, like for example, how can you be a deacon of a church? You the deacon of one wife. You meet somebody else in the church, mind you. You have an affair. Your wife find out, you get pissed off, and however it may go, and just throw her to the side. You just divorce her, and she's still in the church, and you kicking it with the same person. You ratchet deacons need to stop it. Oh my God. You guys are no better than pimps on the street. You be pimping out the women in the congregation. And you women are so stupid, so not all, I ain't gonna say stupid to some of y'all, because I got caught up and I talked to you guys about my affair. I was 19. Some of you women need to stop being so naive. They're not, if I'm gonna say it like this. If you broke up a marriage, then you end up with that person, they're gonna do you the same way and no better for you because you tore up a family, and now you think you about to have some happiness in the church, no doubt. Get your gasoline drawers on. You're going to hell if you don't get your life together. Thank you. Have a good day. So I'm still about to talk about these deacons. I just can't believe how some of these people always talking about the power of Christ and what the power of Christ can do for them, but they don't believe that. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing the things that you doing. How you think you like slick slim? You all in the church and you think you got it going on? You ain't supposed to be acting like you uh uh Ike Turner somebody. What? You know what? There are so many pastors. I mean, so many deacons. There's so no. I'm gonna say it like this. Scratch that deacon thing. There are so many men of God that beat their women. Shame on you. I know some men that's in the world, and I pray for them to come into the knowledge of Christ. But who wants to come into a household like that? How are you preaching love and how we are one and we need to do this and we need to do that? And it's so much mess going on. You know, it's like everybody is turning a blind eye and don't nobody want to say nothing about it. That's just like a woman getting raped. Now, I'm going to tell you how the two go together. That's just like a woman getting raped and not speaking on it. You in God's house and all this mess is going on and you ain't speaking on it. If it hurts your heart, if it's something that, if God is your goal and is things that you don't like, I'm talking about even visiting churches. I've had people walk up to me when I went to their church and just, some of you churches need to quit blabbing out y'all business too. You get upset, then you start talking. There's a way to do everything. Now, if it's something that's going on and it's church business, that's good. But you know, all these little, it's like families with dirty little secrets, and everybody's gonna keep it swept up under the rug. Not me, because if I see it, boo, I'm going to call you out. Okay, stop it. You're supposed to be men of God. You run around here like you're Slick Sam. You trying to taking these young women and call yourself praying for them. Only another woman minister should be praying for a younger woman minister. I mean, another woman in the church. You men ain't got no business trying to talk to some woman that just got in the church. Dang wolves, give her a chance to get in and know God. And please believe me, there are wolves in the church. So on that note, I'm trying to get off this subject, but I'm just too through with some of the stuff that I'm hearing from some of these churches. And it's just breaking my heart that people that I really thought was godly people are just ungodly people. And I'm telling you folks, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to start calling names. You people are supposed to be here for the youth, here for the sick. You took this, you knew what you was getting into when you took this role. You knew you wasn't supposed to be out gallivanting with nobody, but you're in the church doing it. You're in God's church doing it. And it's a shame how everybody's traditions trump God's word. Oh, we've been doing this for years. That don't make it right. I'm about to get off this because I'm just so tired of just people of God, period. The usher I was talking about, Sourpuss Sally, get yourself together. We in the church. We supposed to be smiling to people. Even if you don't feel like it, you got to do it because this is your oath to God. It has nothing even to do with the people around you. So if you do not want to fulfill your oath or you're not passionate in the things that you're doing, you feel like you want to go back out and be a male whore or whatever it is that you do, then you should do that. But you shouldn't be bringing it up in the church. Don't think, I get tired of people saying, I'm going to heaven. I'm going. You know what? No, you don't know. I don't think anybody really knows if they're going to heaven until the Lord gets here because we sin every day. So nobody, I believe, really knows if they're going to heaven. But what I will say is a lot of y'all know if y'all going to hell. So please stop raising y'all hands saying y'all going to heaven. Because I see some of you people in the world and be like, for real? Alrighty then. So the next thing we're going to go to is phony folks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, try to keep these people out your life because like I said before, when things get thick, your friends thin out. So, sometimes you have to learn how to pick and choose the people that you're going to be around because not only do it affect uh, you and that person like right then and there in that moment, but it affects their energy and whatever they emit from you, it comes on to you. We're all spirits. We all have this transference of whatever little energy, whether it be good or bad, that's in us, and we can transfer stuff like that. So when you find yourself around people that's phony and it never amazes me how somebody can come to you after they know that they've wronged you and act like nothing is wrong. I'm not a phony person, and I'm telling folks out there, people be like, you gotta go along to get. No, you don't. If you don't want to be bothered with a person, tell them I don't want to be bothered with you. You phony. If they have a problem with that, that's between them and their higher power. Just don't put yourself in a position where you're constantly dealing with something that's bringing you down. Now, have you ever had a friend, every time you turn around, it's drama with them? You don't see them for a while, and then when you decide to be their friend, it's like you picked up in the same drama that you leave those people alone. Now, the number is at the bottom of the screen. We're going to put the numbers up in a minute at the bottom of the screen. This thing with pastors, this thing, with these ushers, phony people, period. Call in, tell me how you feel about it. Speaking of a pastor, there's a young man. Well, yeah, there was a young man that moved into our neighborhood, but I noticed like the turnover at this specific house. I mean, the turnover was high with people coming in and out of there. So last time, the last person that was there, I was talking to him, and it seems that the pastor is a slumlord. So what he does is fix the house up just enough for a person to get into it. This is what's been told to me, and they said when they got in there, they hadn't even been in there 6 weeks, and pipes broke or whatever. It was a big flood in the basement. They couldn't stay here. This guy got 2 daughters. He's raising 2 daughters, and he's in this water infested place. I mean, I think he was there like 2 months. He said he was not going to stay there another month because he wanted to get his money. Now, when I did see the pastor, I didn't know he was a pastor at first. But, he's a real, real big man. And, he's on the cane and this, that, and the other. But, I asked him, was that his home? And was he the pastor and this, that, and the other? And he was so arrogant, about himself. I really wasn't going to bring it up. But what I will tell this overweight pastor is, you need to go on a diet for one, because I care about what's going on with you. You are too heavy, and I don't know why people play with their health just to get money. You need to be more healthier about what you do, because anybody can look at you and tell you do not eat the right things. 2, you need to get your mind in order. Stop messing over your own people. You a man. I'm not gonna call you no man of God, because men of God don't do that to people. You're a swindler from the things that I've been hearing. And when you come back over in my neighborhood, I'm going to have my camera set up, whether you want to do an interview or not. And I'm going to come over there because it's my block, and I'm going to ask you, why are you swindling people? So, I'm just so sick and tired of all these people of God. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to have a break right now. And before we do the break, I just want you guys to know that I appreciate all of the things you guys do for me. I will be cutting down my time on the air, and when we come back, I'm going to talk to you about that.
Hey, I see what I'm talking about. I'm grown. I'm not going back to jail. I'm not. Fucking running straight. Get him, Peterson. Take it easy, buddy. Please don't let him kill me, please. And the police just killed my boyfriend.
This is your choice. Your choice. So don't you go beating yourself up about those bad things. You take those bad choices to make the wrong things right.
911, what's your emergency? Help me, my boyfriend just tried to kill me.
How do you explain to the public your police force can't account for an entire hour?
I pray to God you didn't intend to murder this young man.
Hundreds and thousands of women are being abused. They're in the fight of their life. Please help them. Please help me. I'm in the fight of my life. Family was so wonderful, I don't get to see him anymore. Something changed in him. He's not the same. I'm in the fight of my life. Please help me. No more. I have a beautiful husband and I love him with all my might. He means the world to me. Until one day I disagree with him. If this happens to you, get away, run away, do whatever you have to. Just get out. Get out! I want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me just jabber away and everything. There's something else that I did also want to talk about. Uh, the church really needs to get itself together because if I mean, how can we ever expect anybody to take us serious with the things that we doing? You know, if we continue to do the things that we do, like we want our young men to respect our women, young ladies, and this, that, and the other. But when you see deacons in the church openly disrespecting women, you know, it makes young men feel like, shh, if he can do it, I could do it. If you're not gonna take your post seriously, then you need to let somebody that's more passionate than you have it. Because what's gonna end up happening is God's gonna call you home because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You cannot play with God's power and expect something to happen good for you. I'm so tired of these people talking about God's power and how God would do this, God would do that. But then I'll see people sit up disrespecting women that I mean, it's let alone it's not your wife, but still. Why are you talking to somebody else's wife? And even if she wasn't married, why are you? I'm going to say this, and these people know exactly who I'm talking to. So I want you to talk to me, please. I'm begging you. Talk to me like I see you talk to them other women. My husband loves me. He respects me. I talk louder than my husband yells. I wish a deacon would come up in my face, or any so-called man of God would come in my face, try to grab my hand, or my arm, escort me somewhere, or try to talk. I'm going to tell it and call it like I see it. Don't do me like that. I'm giving you forewarning. I am not the one. You guys need to. I just don't understand you men of God. You sit up and 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 pray your little prayer and do your little doing this, that, and the other. And then you come to church all sharp like you the man of God. When you been out doing so much devilment on Friday and Saturday, oh my goodness. You got wives at home that want to spend time with you. You're too lazy to spend time with them, but you'll go out and eyeball everything else. And then you wonder, oh, why you acting like that? When you one with your wife, don't your wife may not see what you're doing, but you best believe she knows you are one dummy. Oh my goodness, you men of God got the world laughing at y'all. And not this world, the spiritual world. The Lord is like trying to have faith in all of these people that's supposed to be for him. And you using his name to do all these little devilish things that you want to do. You're hiding behind God's word to be a devil, you little devil. If y'all don't stop it, if you don't stop it, a lightning bolt is going to take you right off this earth. And I'm serious about that because it's just getting to the point to where it seems like every time I try to find something else, and talk about our community and how close we need to be, it always come back to the church because the church is supposed to be the example. And how are you the example pimping and whoring around town? How are you the example? What's the matter with you people? Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I've been in a lot of churches, experienced a lot of things, and seen a lot of things. I know there are people of God in these churches. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there are no people of God in God's church. I'm not saying that there are no people of God in God's church that make mistakes. What I am saying is if you are openly sinning and everybody knows and you don't care, guess what? You ain't going to heaven. Are you crazy? You women better stop. I'm talking to you women that's just getting in the church, may not have nobody or may have had somebody and left them and got in the church and make yourself a better life, whatever. Don't just meet nobody in the church and fall in love and then get beat back out of love. You better be Googling these folks and doing all kinds of stuff because nowadays even people in the church will try to pull the wool over your eyes. I don't care who it is. If it's not Jesus coming to tell you something, you better get the Googling. There's times that I done had people that came to me and right after I done married the wrong person. Or I didn't know what I was doing. Or they were so starstruck, well not starstruck, but they had stars in their eyes from love that they couldn't see that this wasn't a good person. When I left my husband because of the things that he did to me, my first husband, I kept his name all the way up until the time I married my second husband. But in between them times, I was with men that was beating me, jumping on me, stumping me out, and then turning around saying, let's get married. I'm already married, boo, and I don't know where he is. I don't know how to do no marriage forms. I don't know nothing about no divorce. Now, mind you, yeah, I knew about the law. I knew about a lot of things, but I'm not going to use it against myself to put me in a situation to get legally beat. So, boo to that. But what I will say is some women, some men are not going to show you who they are. It's got to be up to you to pray and ask the Lord to give you some type of discernment when it comes to the man or the woman that you're going to be spending the rest of your life with. Don't just pop up and get in the church and say, okay, now I'm in the church, now I need a husband. No, now you need to get with God and start learning about him. Then the Lord will show you. Because if a woman is out there running around looking for a husband, guess what? You ain't going to find it. Because God said, when a man finds a wife. So he's looking for you. So stop looking for him, because we all know you're going to look for him in all the wrong places. So to wrap this up, ushers, please quit eating lemons, sucking on lemons before you come to church. Don't nobody want to see that. Pastors, I can't say you're going to hell because some of you don't care. So what I'll say is I'm going to pray for you because you really need it. And another thing. Please don't forget to go down to the Civic Theater in Farmington Hills. A Clearview will be playing there. You can go to a clearview.com a clearview.paperticket.com, or you can call this number is 1-800-838-3006. I'm so glad you guys can join me. Now, I will not be on next Monday. From now on, I will be on every third Monday from 3 to 3:30. I got a lot of good things in the works. I'm going to have some cooking shows coming up pretty soon. It's going to be on another channel, but I'm going to have some cooking shows coming up soon. I'm going to have some raw talent coming up really soon, so I'm trying to help some people get themselves out there because I want to be able to help as many people as I can. So until next week, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much and stay strong.